Welcome to the Database TV. My name is JUS Tuandi Duka Lavara Churumera, the voice behind all the videos that you have been seeing. So today we're going to be taking a look at 5 places around the Johannesburg Metro that you can visit either for a first date, or maybe you're a couple that needs to spice things a bit. Then you can be able to visit these places because they're so very nice. It's very much good sometimes to just go out to restaurants, go out to have fun with your partner. It just builds this good chemistry between the two of you. So some of these places do allow families to visit those places and actually have fun, because most of the places that I'm going to mention is places that I have visited before. And out of what I have noticed about the places is that you can easily visit with your family, or they're much more good for you to visit on a first date, or maybe it's just some ongoing dates with your partner, something that you can put on the bucket list. Before we go any further, please make sure you hit the notification bell, like, share and subscribe to help us get more views. Number 1 on our list is the Johannesburg Botanical Garden, which is located in Malaysia. It's easily accessible from the city, it's not very far. So you can be able to get to the Botanical Garden and be able to enjoy maybe dog walking. If you are dog people with the person that you're most likely to be going out on a date with, you can take your dogs there and you can be able to do dog walking in your first date. Or maybe if you're a couple and you've got pets in the house, you can still be able to do that. The Botanical Garden also has a big place that you can do a picnic with a lot of trees and a lot of green grass that you can be able to use for a picnic date, or maybe just sitting around there. Or maybe you want to do walking, you can walk around the Botanical Garden at ease. There are so many trails that you can be able to use for you to be able to walk around the Botanical Garden easily if maybe you're going to be doing your first date there. And there's a big dam that you can also enjoy. Take pictures by the dam, or maybe do some duck watching. There are a lot of ducks there, and you can also do some canoeing there as well. Maybe on the first days, if you're a bit of adventurous people, you can be able to do that at the place and just sit around and have a chat. I always find it very nice that on your first date or on your first time that you meet someone, conversations are much better if you are walking. I don't know if it's just me or it's anybody else. Make sure that you share something else on the comment section there, that if you do agree with me. The entrance there is free, so you can be able to enter the Botanical Garden free of charge. You don't have to pay any amount, unless if maybe you are going there with family from 15 people going upwards, then you need to make a reservation for that. And if you're going to be taking a digital camera as well, maybe for the family parties, or maybe it's a first date and you also want to be taking pictures, then you also need to have a permit for that. But above all that, which is most likely not going to be happening on your first date or maybe on your couple's picnic, you are most likely to not be carrying cameras and big things. You're just gonna be carrying your phone, which you can be able to use in the Botanical Garden for free. The place is very big and very nice for you to visit. Number 2, the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden. So I've been to this place 2 times, and trust me, it's always and forever going to be on my bucket list. What the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden offers, it's a waterfall, a very stunning waterfall, and you also have a walk around the Botanical Garden, which is a very nice, well taken care of place. You can be able to do picnicking there, and you can also be able to do some hiking. You can also be able to do some bird watching at the Botanical Garden, the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden. The entrance fee is 70 Rand per person, which is for adults. And also, if you are students and you're going to be doing your first date by the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden, it is 40 rands. So there's a discount for students. So if you're a student and you want to take your partner there, or your potential partner there, you can be able to go and enjoy the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden at that amount. Then also, what I liked about the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden is the way it's situated. The landscape around the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden. So if you're someone who enjoys landscape, or you notice that the person or your potential enjoys landscapes more, then they're most likely to like the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden for the first date, or maybe as a couple at something that you can add on on your bucket list. So the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden is one thing you can consider to visit. One other thing that you can note about the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden, just like the Johannesburg National Botanical Garden, it also has some laws that you need to adhere to. Like, they don't allow speakers there, they don't really have a brine facility, though you can get lucky sometimes and you might find that they do have some section reserved for you guys to braai. When I went there for the first time, I was able to braai, but then there's a fee that you can be able to pay for you to braai. Maybe you want to impress your partner for the first time and, you know, showcase your brine skills, then you can be able to do that. But then I would suggest that you do give them a call first and make sure that the brine facilities are active, or you can be able to braai when you get there. And then also they don't allow balls in the botanical garden, so that's one thing that you can leave behind. So if you want to have a clean picnic, a nice walk around or a hiking, travel light and make sure that you enjoy the botanical garden as well. Then number 3, the Gold Reef City. So the reason why this one is on the list is the number of activities that you can be able to do at Gold Reef City. It's not far from the Johannesburg CBD, so you can be able to either bolt there or drive there or take a taxi there, which is much more closer and perhaps maybe cheap to get there. However, the entrance fee to Gold Reef City is 250 rands per head. So if you're going there for a first date, it's good, which is one thing that I liked about it, is that there are restaurants inside there and you can be able to have loads of fun with different activities. So if maybe you're with your partner for the first time there, then you're able to know if this person is an adrenaline junkie or if that person is more reserved, based on the kind of rides they will be able to enjoy there or choose to ride, because you've got high thrill riding rides and also slow rides and also non-riders. So you can be able to check what kind of partner or this person that you are on a date with is falling in which category. Excuse my English there. But then when I think about Gold Reef City, it just makes much more sense to take someone there for the first date if you really want to get to know the person, and should maybe your budget be that strong enough to go to the place, because you have to buy food, you have to get the entrance fee, and let's see if there's some other ways that you can be able to use the Gold Reef City. But then if you are looking for another place where you can have loads of fun with loads of activities, the Gold Reef City is the place for you. Number 4, the Empress Palace. Now, one thing about the Empress Palace is how it is inside. So let's say maybe you're going to want to have a date where you're going to do movie watching. I'd suggest that the Empress Palace is a good place, because after the movie you can go to the restaurants that are there. There's loads of restaurants, starting from restaurants that you can be able to have entertainment on the outside and restaurants that are inside, and also there's a casino that you can also be able to enjoy should you be those kind of people that love to do a bit of gambling there and there. So the Empress Palace is very nice inside. I really loved the view that is inside. Even at night you wouldn't know that the time is flying, so you can actually be able to steal a lot of time with the person that you're going to be with at the Empress Palace by just being there. Loads of restaurants that you can choose from. There is also a cinema there that you can be able to watch a movie, and I'd really recommend that you watch a movie in 4DX because of the kind of experience that it gives each one of you. It gives you much more to talk about when you're done watching the movie. So either you were talking about the movie, how it was, and also how the experience of watching the movie in 4DX was like. So number 4 was the Empress Palace. Number 5, driving. You might look down upon road trips, but road trips are very much nice, more especially when you are with someone for the first time, or maybe you are with your partner and you're continuously doing this. So driving around the Johannesburg Metro it's also nice, though you have to easily pick some nice routes so that you can be safe. So if you're going to be driving, let's say in the late evening or in the afternoon or maybe in the morning, I would actually suggest that your road trip maybe go around Sandton, see the nice beautiful place there, drive around Bryanston, drive around Melrose, drive back to the city if it's during the day, see the city from the outside and also maybe from the inside, and then you can also drive to the airport You can drive via the R21 or maybe the other routes that will take you to the airport and see the place, or maybe do the road trip to the Empress Palace since it's located near the airport. Enter the airport, see the airport, watch the aeroplanes there. I feel like that will be much more of a good date that you can have with someone for the first time, or maybe with your partner. You're just trying to maybe work on the spark that has been there and you're trying to revive it from. So the road trips are very nice. Or maybe you can take the road trip to the Walter Sisulu Botanical Garden, should you be able to make those means possible, or drive around the townships and easily pick townships that are safe as well. So driving around, I think that's also another thing that you can consider doing or putting on your bucket list for a first date, for your couple, or maybe with your children, should you be a couple that has children as well. And also, one other last thing that I can add to it, instead of driving, you can take the train instead. The train gives you a new experience. Some people have never been to the train or taken the train from one point to the other. So since we're talking about around the Johannesburg Metro, you can either take the train to the Johannesburg Tambo International Airport rather, or you can take the train from Park Station to Sandton and from Sandton to back. Also, walking around the Sandton Square Mandela Square is also very, very nice. The Sandton Mall is very beautiful. You can just walk around it, maybe see the buildings, the tallest building in South Africa, in the country, in the continent. It's also located in the richest square mile in Africa, which is Sandton. So you can be able to see the view of those buildings, which is very, very nice. You can also go through the Diamond Walk in Sandton. Should you be maybe traveling or commuting using the train, I would actually suggest that you use the train instead of other means of traveling. It also gives you a new experience. It gives you a nice experience of maybe one of the fastest transports that are there in the country, apart from the flight as well. So this is the Database TV. I hope that we managed to digitize the things that matters on your first date. Make sure you hit the notification bell, like, share and subscribe, and also share with other people that are probably going on a first date and don't know what to do, or maybe people that are always indoors and they just want something to do for a change. This is what you can do for yourself and for your partner. Cheers.